All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to a Sneakers Insight video. And in today's video, I wanted to overall show you guys the differences between the 2019 pairs of the Air Jordan 6 Infrared and then the 2026 pair of the Air Jordan 6 Infrared. But yeah, if you guys can see, yeah, this is the 2019 pair. As you guys can see, these have they've been worn outside a lot of different times. Yeah, man, because this was when I bought these when I was still working in Seattle. So there were days where I was it'll kind of rain a little bit. They was definitely worn in the rain. Worn in like the aftermaths of rain. So yeah, as you guys can see, bottoms is a little bit yellow. That ain't even like from like age. That's just from them being worn outside a lot of different times. Uh, that was another thing too that because I did review these shoes on my main channel, and I didn't even realize that the insole was infrared. So yeah, on the 2026 pairs, so this is the 2026 pair. The inside, it's black insole with the infrared Nike Air tagging. But yeah, like there is differences with both shoes and stuff, as you guys can see. The infrared on the side, it's a little bit more going on with the 2026 pairs than the 2019 pairs, and then even on the side, and I thought it was like that too. So they did have it where the infrared on the back part of the shoe, that it was the same, but as you guys can see, like the tip, the infrared on the more so towards the front of the shoe, it's black on the 2026 pair. But yeah, for the most part, and I just, because I know people are like, wait, the shade of black looks a little bit different. I don't know if it's like the lighting, but it's the same. It's just that these are old. And I just think over the time, like they not like it got dingy, but it just kind of like lost its color over the time and stuff. So yeah, it's just with age and stuff. Yeah, it's like the shoes, they'll do that to you. But yeah, for the most part, it looks like the even the tongue, it's kind of different. It seems like it's more vibrant on the 2026 pairs than the 2019 pairs, but everything else for the most part of the shoe, it's the same. Oh yeah, then the 2026 pair has like this not for resale tag on the inside. The inside, it just, yeah, it didn't even have none. It just has like the sock balls that that detaches and stuff from your socks. But anyways, the size tagging, I think it's yeah, it's the same. It looks maybe a little bit bigger on the 2019 pairs than it does on the 2026 pairs, but yeah, for the most part, everything's the same. It's yeah, then like on top of that too, the Nike Air on the back, it's black on the 2019 pair and then infrared on the 2026 pair. So yeah, there is some differences with the shoe. I guess if people are wondering like what are they and stuff, because even when seeing the shoes for the first time, because it's been a while since I've worn the 2019 pairs outside, so I hadn't really seen them in some time. So when they were showcasing how they, hold on, move the laces out the way and stuff. But yeah, when they were showcasing them and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. They're re-releasing them. I'm telling you right now, somebody could have been like, hey, were these the original pair of the Air Jordan 6 that Michael Jordan was actually wearing on the court? I would have said yes, because I'm like, it's the black and the infrared where I'm like, it's in the same exact spot. But then when you actually see them in hand, it's like, fam, the amount of times I've seen, you would think I would know by now, but no, I didn't. I'm like, that's how like identical these shoes are and stuff. Like it looks like it's like, yeah, it's like it's a reimagined, because they have been doing that a lot with the Air Jordan, just with all the Air Jordans, they come out with that reimagined version. But man, like that was something that I'll never forget. I remember, so when these were coming out, or it was like sometime before they were coming out. So I go into this is when the Nike store was open in Seattle. Since then, it's been closed down. So I know that might be some sad news, I guess, to some people out there. It was like, oh, I remember they have a Nike store in Seattle. They closed it down maybe a couple of years ago, like 2-3 years ago, I believe. But no, so anyways, they had this on display. They had the Air Jordan 6 infrared on display. I remember going in there, and I was like, I said that to one of the cashiers in there. I was like, with one of the workers, I was like, man, I would really love to get me a pair of these. Guys are like, oh yeah, they coming out. I can't remember what day he said they were coming out. I waited. Okay. I was like, because no, I'm thinking he's talking about these. It was, hold on for a second. Let me show you guys what Air Jordan 6 infrareds that he was talking about. And it's one of those things where I'm all like, sir, I'm like, please get fired. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Is just please get fired because I don't know how I'm talking about the shoe that they got on display, not the shoe that this coming out soon and stuff. But let's see if they have those ones. They might not because it was like I don't know what he was because they have like these other infrareds, but they don't have like the ones that I was maybe they don't even call them infrared. Maybe they just it's just an Air Jordan 6. Let's see, because I think they came out in 2018. Do they have like a year thing on whatchamacallit, GOAT? Because it's yeah, they got like 10,000 results that them popped up, and I'm like, bruh, I don't I'm not serious. Like, you know what? Actually, let's just do this. Let's just Google Air Jordan 6 2018. Let's see. And it's yeah, it's still not showing the oh, here it goes. The Tinker editions. Those are it's these ones. Hold on for a second. I was so upset because I'm all like, bruh, I wanted the ones on display. I don't know what like which ones you thought I was talking about, but I'm like, I pointed at the ones on display, and he goes, so I walk in there, right? And I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, I'm about to get these are the ones that I'm thinking that I'm getting ready to get. I'm like, I'm walking in there thinking, okay, like I'm about to get these. I don't care how much they cost. Like I'm leaving up out of there with them. Because I've never owned a pair of Air Jordan 6s before. Like that was my first time ever really seeing an Air Jordan 6 was, seeing them on display, but then just seeing them a lot on social media. I walk in there, this is what they had on the shelves. Now I did get them because I was like I at that time like I did start doing like sneaker videos on YouTube and stuff, but I'm like, fam, how does those Air Jordan 6 look like these Air Jordan 6? That's why I was like, yeah, to whoever that guy was, I'm like, the place did close down, but I'm like, get fired. That's what I'm gonna say to you, sir, because that just don't even make no sense. That's crazy. But anyways, but yeah, they could have even released these and had it where it was like, I guess, but I don't know, like that would have been weird to release these before these ones come out, and then everybody's all like, well, why not just release one or the other and stuff? So I think that's probably why they kind of took so long to do a reimagined version of these. Because I mean, it has been like, what is it, like 7 years and stuff. So yeah, it has been a while. But and I know that's the thing that just trips me out too, is that so these were actually available on shelf. Like it wasn't no like I had to like go onto a reselling website to get them and stuff. No, I was able to walk into shout out to Chic. But I was actually able to walk in there. I think that's how you pronounce that store name. But yeah, they had them on the shelf, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And in my size at that, they actually had quite a few different sizes up there. Hold on for a second. Let me just because I was like, I didn't want to because yeah, there's a fit that I got too with it and stuff. But I was like, I was like, it's like, look how dirty the bottoms are. I'm like, dang, bro, it was one of those things where I was like, I just wasn't expecting them to get that dirty when getting them and stuff. But no, they actually have these like a gang of them on the Chic at the stores and stuff. So hold on for a second. Let me see what the brand. Okay, let's go. Would it be Nike? Would it be Nike or Jordan? Let's click on Jordan, see what we see first. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it is a part of like Jordan brand and stuff, even though it got like Nike tags. But no, they actually have a lot of different sizes. So they have a size 5, a size from like just like these sizes from 7 to 12, and then they got a 13. So yeah, it was funny because I remember when these ones were coming out, it snowed really bad out here in Washington. And so it was people didn't know whether or not they were going to get these shoes because I think it was like the truck that was delivering them, it got stuck in the snow. So I think it was like maybe a few pairs left. There was at this Foot Locker that used to be open out in this area that I live at. But I don't know why they closed it down. I was like, they actually, I always did business with them and stuff. But that was another thing too, is that the reflective material in the inside of the shoe, it's not in the 2026 pair. I don't know if I said that before, but anyways, getting back to the story with these. So I go up to because I was like going from store to store asking them. I'm like, "Are you guys gonna have these ones and like available and stuff?" So there were some. There was like, "Oh, we're doing raffle tickets," and then there was others where I think I can't remember what the other ones. It might have been like an online only thing. But Foot Locker, they were saying that they was like, "Oh yeah, we're going to have it where it's first come first serve because we have some sizes in and stuff." So I was like, "All right, cool." I go in there and I see some people already standing outside the Foot Locker, but they raising up the gate, and I'm like, dang, I'm gonna be the last one in line, bro. Man, I'm like, I'm like, I came up here for no reason then, because I'm like, I know I'm not gonna, they ain't gonna just magically just have a size 10 waiting for me. Just continue, just continue listening to this story. So, anyways, I'll go in there. There's this lady. She bought three pairs. I think it was one for her kid, one for it was like a person that was in the wheelchair with her, and I maybe one for herself, or it might have been for somebody else. But so they or actually no, so they were second. This one guy, I think he asked for like a size 13, and they was like, "Oh, sorry, we only have a size 12." And I'm like, "Fam, there's at times where I can't even go down half a size in a pair of shoes. You went down one full size. Like maybe his feet are just shaped different or something. Like maybe he got some feet that can like squeeze up and stuff. But no, so he goes with the size 12. The lady, she ends up getting three pairs, and so I'm like, dang, why is it like they getting so many? I'm like, they don't need that much. They don't need three pairs. I'm like, nah, they should have just been one shoe for everybody and stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. But anyways, so then it's me, and then it's this black dude, and then it's this Asian guy where we're the last ones up. It was honestly like some bachelor stuff where it's like, who's gonna get the rose? Ain't that how that show goes? I don't know. But anyways, never sat down and watched any of those shows. I just seen bits and pieces, and I thought that's how it went. But anyways, so the lady or man, I can't remember who it was that came out, but I just remember it was one of the employees came out, and they was like, we got good news and we got bad news. So the good news is that we you can still buy the raffle tickets for 3 o'clock later on that day. And yeah, just gonna have to come back up here later. But the bad news is that we only have one size left, and it's a size 10. Bro, I'm telling you, so the Asian guy, he wasn't even gonna put up no argument, no fight, nothing. He just walked out. Black guy, he starts getting a little bit riled up. And I can understand, it's like there's been times where I went places, have my heart's desired on getting the shoes, and then they don't have them. It's actually funny because there's a Champ store that's right across from that Foot Locker store where that happened. They said they had a pair of shoes on online. Go up there, they don't have them, and I'm like, so there's just a wasted trip. Like, why don't you guys not change the stuff that says on the website? And they never did change it. It probably still to this day they still say that they have them Jordans, and it's like you don't. So it's like you just got just one pair of Jordans that just sitting up there, and it's like, nah, you guys ain't got those. So, but anyways, so yeah, I went ahead and I got them. Yeah, the black guy, he walked out and stuff, and then yeah, went got the size 10s, and man, it was funny because I remember on the way home. I started thinking of those. Hold on for a second. Let me bring up that picture. I got to thinking about these ones, and I'm over here like, bro, what if I go home, right? And I open up the box and it's these. And I'm like, you mean to tell me I woke up bright and early in the morning thinking that I was gonna get these ones, and then I open up the box and it's those. I saw, yeah, once when I hurry up, I got home, I opened up the box, and sure enough, it was these ones. I don't know why. And I could have just looked at the box too, because they had like like the colorway and all that stuff on there and things. But yeah, man, I was like, man, there's some history for me behind these shoes. But yeah, I plan on building some history with these ones to, see, I guess, what the next ones is going to be like and things. But yeah, no, I do like these. It's like holding them up side by side. I'm like, I really don't know which one I like more. But it's still like that same colorway. Like I like that black and infrared colorway and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, these can't go wrong in my eyes. I'm like, it's neck and neck on which ones I like and stuff the most and things. Like I like them both equally. So. But anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and peace.